Okay, time to give points at the end of the limited overs leg. I'd love it if you join in as well, because it's always great fun to look at performances from different angles. So this is a view from my angle. Yours, of course, might be completely different. So I've picked 5 players on the India side, 5 players on the England side across the limited overs games to give points. And I'm going to start with a player I really enjoyed watching, Kedar Jadhav. Seen so much of him in limited overs cricket, made the transition, got the responsibility, took it, played different kinds of innings, 232, strike rate 144, and this is ODI cricket. Kedar Jadhav gets a 9 out of 10. Now, MS Dhoni did everything that was asked of him, including being the vice captain. His keeping was as good as it's been. He performed various roles with the bat, was always in Virat Kohli's ear. MS Dhoni, for me, gets a 9 as well. Now Yuvraj Singh, that innings, 150. Wow, he just, when Yuvraj Singh plays well, he grabs you by the collar and says, right, look at me. And he did that in the course of that innings. But he also told us that he's there. Everyone talks about innings in Lali that got him back, but this was the innings that made you look at him. And then in Bangalore, that onslaught that tells us that when he explodes, there are very few like him. Bit hit and miss in a couple of other innings, and so Yuvraj Singh goes 8, which, I'd love to hear your opinion on that. Then Jasprit Bumrah. If this was only a T20 assessment, I was going to give him a 9.5, because that was very special. Went for a lot of runs in ODI cricket, as I've said in an earlier blog. That was his work in progress. That was a big learning curve. Maybe just a 5.5 there. So overall, about 7.5 for Jasprit Bumrah. But that T20, I don't know if you'd agree with 9.5. Some of you might want to give him 10. And then Virat Kohli, quiet. Virat Kohli was not in the middle of it all. He was not sort of in your face all the time. And yet look at his numbers. He's got the runs. I know there was a run out in T20. He wasn't quite there, but in one day still top of the pops. I'm actually going 8, because I love the transition of Virat Kohli, the person, reflecting into Virat Kohli, the captain, and that I'm very happy about. Okay, let's run through quickly with the England side then. I think you're going to disagree with me on the first one. I'm giving Joe Root 7. He's always top of the charts. You look at any series, Joe Root is there in terms of runs scored, strike rate, average. Joe Root is always there. But then you're saying, hang on, Joe Root is the best batsman, the best player in this England side. Is he saying, gentlemen, follow me as he leads into battle, winning them? That's going to be the next stage for Joe Root. By anybody else's standards, Joe Root 8, 8.5. By the standards you expect of Joe Root, a 7 maybe. And that's why I'm actually giving Morgan an 8, because you tend to compare people with themselves, and I think Morgan has been the catalyst for this wonderful rejuvenation of English cricket. Even though they lost both series, I thought they played better in the limited overs leg than in the test matches. So an 8 to Morgan, and then I've got a set of 7s. I think we're going to see a lot more of Jason Roy. There's something about him. I only hope they don't curb his natural exuberance and say, listen, start building innings. Listen, start looking at 1 and 2s. He's got to discover that for himself, which he will. So a 7 there. Ben Stokes is clearly batting all-rounder now, but gee, you wouldn't mind a bowler like that in your side if he's being picked as a batsman alone. So Stokes is still a bit hot and cold on days like that. He's going to become a very special player. He's going to earn a lot of 9s in his career. So far, he's 7, and Moeen Ali, a 7 there to Moeen Ali as well. He bowled beautifully, I thought, in the T20s. Maybe you can slip in a 7.5, 8 as well to Moeen Ali there. So there you are. Those are my points. I strongly encourage you to go on and do a similar exercise, because you know what it does? It makes you look at the numbers, it makes you analyze performances, and that is far more fun than just sitting in front of your TV set.